Hey y'all, just a couple of things. First of all, Letty, do you see what you got me, sweetie? Isn't that beautiful? Let me move Bougie a little bit. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that amazing? That is so cute. Now, Bougie is going to learn to climb that trellis. And she's going to get bigger because I got her a new pot. Now, it's a cheap pot. You know what I'm saying? It's just a plastic pot. But it's black. And when she gets moved into that pot, she will start learning how to climb up that beautiful trellis. And one of these days, I might even have a stand to go under the great big pot to raise it up so I could see my bougainvillea through my window. Wouldn't that be awesome? Now I'm going to have to keep the trees cut way back here, y'all, because they do throw some shade in the afternoon. And look what jumped into the trunk as I was leaving Lowe's. Yep, it's a sweet pea bush. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thank you, State of California. Oh my gosh, y'all. How do I create more stuff for me to do? How do I do that? But I had to rehome my Bougie. She's root bound in there. Hasn't had any good soil since I bought her last year. No fertilizer. They don't take a lot, y'all, but just a little bit. In fact, my ground cover calls for 15, 15, 15. Now, there's nitrates and there's all that stuff, and that's what the mix is, and that's what they call for. It's not quite time for me. I haven't had them in the ground long enough that they need to be fertilized yet, but in the next week or so. Now, one thing that I'm going to have to do, or that I've started doing actually, you can tell by the dark area that's wet that was underneath my blocks. I'm moving my blocks as far over this way as I can, and I'm going to have to shore them up. I'm going to have to put lots of rocks and stuff under them to make sure that they're above my asphalt, but I'm trying to give myself as much room for 2 cars in here as I can. Now, when I drove up and I was going to back in because I've got a bag of real heavy soil, right there was a little bunny rabbit. Now, y'all, you don't ever know which way those bunny rabbits are going to hop, just like you don't know which way a cat or a dog is going to run. So I had to stop my van out in the cul-de-sac and get out and shoo him away before I backed up, because I did not want to hurt that bunny rabbit. That would just... I can't even tell you what that would do to me. So I did that, And now our rules and regulations as far as the fire zones are concerned, which every street in the park is a fire zone. These lanes will get repainted. They're going to work on all our asphalt because it's not in good shape. And so we have tow trucks that drive through randomly. And if you're parked over the fire lane, that means you're blocking the fire lane. It clearly says, even though it's faded, no parking. No parking, fire lane. So, if you are parked over the fire lane and the tow truck is randomly driving through, they can and they will tow you. But they have to take pictures to prove that you were indeed over the fire lane. Now, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but there's a little red paint right there, and there's some more right there. Now, it's totally worn off from my driveway. In fact, it looks like to me that they did a slurry coat, which means they just ran over it with a little asphalt to freshen it up, and they covered up my fire lane. So, I wanted to make sure that I was backed in far enough. And y'all, I came within about 1.5 feet of hitting my little fence. So I'm going to have to figure out some way. I'm going to have to move. Let me not walk in this mud. I'm going to have to move my blocks, maybe. I don't know how to do this, y'all. I want my blocks right up against my fence. I like them like that. Look at my flowers. Check that out. Look at these little things. They're getting so tall. But I'm going to have to figure out a way so that nobody pulls in or backs in and hits my little fence. So, I don't know. You know, in the garage, you have one of those tennis balls hanging on a string from the ceiling. That's not possible out here. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to let you go because now I've gotten myself into some extra work. Look at that dirt. Now that's 3 cubic feet. If I'd have gotten the Miracle Grow, that was 50 or 55 quarts for $14. And this 3 cubic foot was $9 and something. It was $10. So that's what I got. And I got some perlite to mix with it. So anyway, y'all, got my work cut out for me here. So I'm going to let you go because my phone is just about dead. Do something fun today, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.